Hey folks, welcome to another video in my Python tutorial series. My name is Ajit and let's quickly jump onto it. So in this tutorial, we're going to look at the if-else conditional decision flow in Python. So many times in programming, we need to alter our decisions in the face of challenging situations. So if something happens, if you want to adhere to condition 1, then perform condition 1 block, else perform the other block. So that is where if-else comes into picture, and it helps you exactly achieve that. So let's take a look at the decision control flow. So you have this control flow and you have a condition. If it becomes true, then a particular block of instructions will be executed, and if it becomes false, then it will execute the other block of code. So this is how the decision control flow works in Python. So let's take a look at the syntax that we have for if and else. So if condition is true, then execute this block, else execute this block. Okay, so let's take this with an example of with a practical example. So I'm going to use a variable called age, and I'm going to use 20. So its value is 20. Okay, so let's just do the if condition here. If age is greater than 18, then print you are an adult, right? So in this condition, we are trying to verify if the given age is above 18, then you will print you are an adult, right? So let's execute this and see what happens now, right? So it says you are an adult. So what if the age is less than 17? It doesn't do anything, right? Because this condition is not satisfied, and this is where else comes into picture. Okay, so else, let's say let's print something like go home kid, or you're simply a kid. I just want to say it, go home kid, right? So let's say, yeah, now it says it's 17. So let's put it 18, and still it's less than 18. That's why you get the same output here, right? So that's how the if-else works. Now please pay attention to the indentation, because indentation is very important in Python. When you give certain conditions, so this is your if keyword, then this is your condition statement, then you use colon, and as soon as you use colon and hit enter, your cursor will be automatically indented few spaces after the if else, and that's how Python knows that this block needs to be, this is if block, right? If block. And similarly with else, and you can use n number of sentences inside if block, right? As long as you're putting them, you're indenting them correctly, you can put as many statements as you want. And let's print something in the else block as well. So this is else block, right? So that way we will know which block is being executed. Now once you're finished with the if else statement, you could simply keep one blank line, and then, I mean, it's not necessary, but it's simply a good practice and encouraged worldwide by all Python programmers and the PEP 8 standards. So if else ends, let's write something over here, and now execute this program and see what happens. So it says this is else block, go home kid, and now it ends the if else. So similarly with the other condition as well, it's going to perform the same number of actions, right? So now in this particular case, we only looked at two possibilities, right? Either you're an adult or you are not adult, right? But let's see, we have a couple more condition, or one more condition. So we want to verify this particular if block against various conditions. So for example, if you're above 18 and less than if your age is less than 60, you are an adult, right? And what if you fall in between? I mean, what if you are above 60, right? So in that case, you could use another statement, another keyword called elif, right? So what elif does, with elif you also have to provide a condition. So let's say if age is above 60, right? So greater than 60. So in this case, I'm not only going to use greater than 16, I'm also going to use greater than or equal to, or equal to 60. So anything, anybody who is 60 or above 60, let's call them senior citizens. I hope I'm not offending anyone by calling people with 60 senior citizen. They are senior citizens, right? So you are a senior citizen, right? And this is elif block. So now what happens if anybody is above 18 and less than 60, they will be called adult. Anybody who is 60 and above, they'll be called senior citizen. And the third category is just those who do not fall under this, right? So in this particular case, let's call them let's verify this, right? So still we are in the if block and it says you are an adult, correct? Now let's do 61 and see what happens, correct? So this is elif block and you are a senior citizen, and then this line ends the program. So similarly, you can use n number of elifs or whatever number of conditions you have, you can use elif against this. And another thing that I would like to give you as a tip, always, try to use elif as much as possible, because else block is absolutely not necessary in Python. Okay, so even if you comment this out, this line of code, and then you could put another elif conditions writing the similar sort of code, you will make sure your code performs more accurately, because there would be possible that sometimes you will face a situation where the condition may not just be right, or it may not just, because else, what necessarily else does, else basically includes everything else. Okay, so in this case it's pretty fair to use else, but there would be many situations in your program where else condition may not just be feasible, or if you want to control the flow of your code only under certain circumstances. Okay, so in that case you could only use let's say anybody is less than or equal to 18 colon, you could do the same thing. This is let's call it second elif block, so that we know which code is being executed, and then print this. So it's more or less does the same job, but in a different way, and this is more efficient way of doing it. So let's give it 18, and it says this is second elif block, go home kid, if else ends here, right? So that's how this if else does. So as I said, Python does not require else block, and it works even if you don't use it, and you could use as many elif conditions as you want. So that's the introduction of if else. We're going to use it a lot in our programs here onwards. So and that time we will take more examples as and when we go. So that's all in this tutorial. Thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed already, please subscribe to my channel and give it a thumbs up if you like it. I would really appreciate that. Thank you.